good evening, or maybe good morning, or good afternoon, or whenever it is. We'd like to welcome each and every one of you who have tuned in to view our 2019-2020 Academic Awards presentation. Now, right now, the coronavirus has really messed up our typical way of living. And by all means, we would really like to be having this award ceremony in person tonight, but that just isn't the case. And you know, tonight, instead of us focusing or thinking about all the negative things that COVID has placed on us, we're going to focus on all of the positive things that our students have accomplished academically during the 2019-2020 school year. Now, students, as we recognize the many accomplishments that you had this past year, I hope that you realize how valuable you are to our school district and the positive impact that you have each and every day. Thank you for making West Point Beamer High School a great place to go to work every day. Now I'm going to give out my first shout out of Academic Honors Night ever, and that shout out goes to our parents, friends, and families who have assisted all of our students in accomplishing some of these goals. I know it's not easy all the time, but your general support and that triangle that we have of parents, school, and students, when everybody's pulling in the same direction, great things happen, as you're going to see tonight with some of these awards. Now, my second shout out goes to our teachers. We'd like to thank them for all the things that they do to improve instruction for our students. They build relationships, they set high standards, they tweak the way that they deliver their content. They're always looking for ways to improve and get better so we can make our students better. So thank you, staff, for all that you do. Now, this video, it may have a little bit different look because some teachers chose to come in today as I did. I'm taping from here at school, while others are sending in videos that they're having come in from home. So it'll have a little bit different flavor, but I think it'll be great. And I'd like to thank Mr. Kyle for all the work that he's done in editing and clipping together all of these videos for this presentation. So thanks, Mr. Kyle. If you wonder, how am I going to get my awards? The awards that we announced tonight will be given to you in your packets when you come in and you turn in your computers or any textbooks that you might have out once school ends. So now, my final shout out goes to you, the students. I'd like to congratulate each and every one of you on your awards that you're receiving tonight, your accomplishments over this past year. We thank you for the little things that you do each and every day to make school a great place. We hope you stay safe and we get to see you soon. With that, we'll go ahead and start with our special awards. Now, my first award is the Amber Ernesti Memorial Scholarship. Amber was a student that graduated in 2012, really interested in education. She was a student aide here, loved doing that. She was really involved in our FFA and Ag program through her parents and our school program here. And she attended Wayne State College, and she was studying to become a teacher, and I think she would have been great. She just had that really good connection and relationship building skill that you need as a teacher, and she had one of those really infectious smiles that just kind of carried on to everybody else. But unfortunately, Amber was in a tragic car accident that claimed her life, and her parents and family have set up a scholarship in Amber's name, actually two scholarships, one that recognizes a student in agriculture and one that recognizes a student that is going into the field of education. So the 2020 recipient of the Amber Ernesti Memorial Scholarship for Education is Gabby Kreinert. And the 2020 recipient of the Amber Ernesti Memorial Scholarship for Agriculture is Peyton Schiller. So we'd like to congratulate these two ladies. Our second award is the Woodman Life Award. Woodman Life, for many years and in many ways, sought through its local chapters to foster a patriotic attitude and a profound appreciation for the miracle that is America. In keeping with this effort, awards are presented each year in schools across the nation to students who have been selected as the most proficient in the study of American history. On behalf of the Woodman Life Chapter 710, I am pleased to present Gerardo Osorio with the Woodman Life Award for Outstanding Proficiency in the Study of American History at West Point Beamer High School for this past term. So congratulations, Gerardo. Our final special award is the East Husker Conference Academic Activities All-Conference Award. This award goes to students who have demonstrated academic excellence while participating in co-curricular activities throughout their high school career. It does have some characteristics that go with that students must meet. They have to have a GPA of 95% or above, or a 3.5 or higher over 7 semesters. They have to have a minimum ACT score of 23, and during their high school career, a student must have participated in 2 activities per year. These activities must be recognized by East Husker Conference and the NSAA. Congratulations to the following students: Abby Bell, Jamie Pierce, Corden Hardenbrook, and Peyton Schiller. Congratulations, students, on receiving the East Husker Conference Academic Activities All-Conference Award. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to our next presenter, Mr. Schmidt, with the Art Awards. Take it away, Mr. Schmidt.
Good evening. I'm here to award the Academic Art Awards for 2020. First, I'd like to present the Art Awards for this school year. Thank you for taking this time to help me honor our classroom and academic champions for the school year. My awards were chosen using GPA, scholarship, participation, outside participation club, and consistency in class from day to day. This year's choices were made with the loss of our conference juried show in April. So there were some factors that were considered as the winners, and the winners this year are as follows. For the outstanding commercial artist this year, our winner was Abby Bell. The most original and creative approach to a project this year is Sebastian Ramirez for his collage, very creative. He did a great job. My most improved art student of the year is Dominic Spees. Dominic did a very consistent job in coming into class every day, doing what he needed to do, and I'm very impressed with his work ethic this year. So congratulations. My outstanding beginning art student of the year award goes to Christian Ramirez. Christian did a great job on all his projects. Was very consistent in the way that he handled his art, and a very creative young man. My outstanding art student in sculpture and crafts this year was Mayam Medina. Mayam did a super job crafting and making sure that she did the best job she could do on her projects. And this year, the Outstanding Art Student of the Year award goes to Jordan Hoffman. Congratulations, Jordan. Did some spectacular works, was very consistent in coming to class every day and doing the best job she could. It was a close decision this year, and without the conference art show and the ribbons that were awarded, it was a difficult choice. But I think Jordan, with her participation in all aspects of the art program, represented us the best this year. Congratulations to her. Thank you very much.
Top math awards for the 2019-2020 year is Algebra 1, Kayla Consbrook and Brittany Trujillo. Geometry, Molly Nielsen and Jalen Kyle. Algebra 2, Nancy Lamas and Anderson Pascal Rodriguez. Pre-calculus, John Paul Sanchez and Brooklyn Weddle. And calculus would be Abby Bell. Congratulations to all the top math awards winners this year. Up next is Mrs. Kanak. She'll be giving the Social Studies Awards.
Thank you. The Outstanding Social Studies students go to the following recipients. The Outstanding Geography student this year is Jalen Kyle. The Outstanding World History students are Anderson Pasquale and Sage Misery. The Outstanding American History students are Brandon Mitzel and Renee Ramirez. And finally, the Outstanding Senior Social Studies student is Abby Bell. Next up, Quiz Bowl. Quiz Bowl, we had a lot of new members this year. Unfortunately, most of our senior season got canceled, but we did manage to get in 2 competitions this year. We had the Concordia University History and Geography Quiz Bowl, and we also had the KTCH Radio Quiz Bowl. At Concordia, Jason Hagedorn, Madison Mandel, Captain Anna Mays, Riley Penrose, Renee Ramirez, and Braden Shantz ended up with a record of 2 and 3. And the KTCH Radio, we ended up losing in a nail biter in the first round. Our other participants this year were Abby Bell, Allie Bell, Owen Fox, Jason Hagedorn, Kaylee Johnson, Madison Mandel, Anna Mays, Brandon Mitzel, Gerardo Osorio, Zachary Posh, Riley Penrose, Renee Ramirez, John Paul Sanchez, Braden Shantz, and Brooklyn Weddle. I really appreciate all of the time those students came in before school and put in. They were a fun group of kids to work with, and we've got nearly everybody back for next year, so hopefully we can get in a few more competitions next year. Thank you. And next up we have Student Council Awards presented by Mrs. Bachman.
For those of you that don't know me, I am Mrs. Bachman, and I am here to present the Student Council Awards. Student Council has been busy throughout the school year. We have many highlights throughout the year, including our success at homecoming, many volunteering opportunities in the community, such as volunteering at the theater, in the car show, and sponsoring blood drives. I would like to thank the seniors for all their contributions throughout the years. So here are this year's letter winners. Abby Bell, Abby Dale, Gabby Kreinert, Jamie Pierce, Tessa Wallace, Rachel Groth, Kaylee Johnson, Emily Montenegro, Gerardo Osorio, Sydney Swanson, Zach Vandergren, Brooklyn Weddle, Zach Posh, Madison Mandel, Katie Rainforth, Stefana Savela, Logan Consbrook, and Katie Groth. Congratulations, and thank you for being an important part of Student Council this year. Up next with English and Journalism Awards is Miss Mahana.
Thank you, Mrs. Bachman. Learning is not attained by chance. It must be sought for with ardor and attended to with diligence. Abigail Adams. The recipients of this year's English Awards are passionate about learning and diligent about doing well. When I announce the recipients, I would like them to stand. And when I'm done with all of the names, I want everyone to clap and cheer just like you won the lottery. Because after all, winning an English award is a lot like winning the lottery. Please help me congratulate the following: freshmen Molly Nilsson and Jalen Kyle. Jalen, way to go. I'm so glad you are standing. Now, every recipient needs to do the same. Thank you very much. Sophomores, Madison Mandel and Emily Tell. Juniors, Brooklyn Weddle and Anna Mays. English 12, Gavin Volker, Annie Ellie Garcia. Outstanding author for dual credit, Abby Bell. English Comp 1, Gabby Kreinert. English Comp 2, Jamie Pierce. Intro to Literature, Tessa Wallace. Woohoo! Way to go! This year's journalism state contest was unlike any held before. Thankfully, all preliminary entries were due March 1st. Instead of holding a contest, all entries were judged as finals. 31 schools participated in Class B, and each school could submit 3 entries per contest. That means each of our entries was competing against 92 other entries. So it is a huge honor to place in the top 8. As a team, we finished 6th with 220 points. The following are West Point Beamer's Class B medalists. Again, please stand and be recognized. Editorial cartooning, Jordan Hoffman, 7th. Entertainment review writing, Noah Peasley, 6th. News writing, Gerardo Osorio, 2nd. Sports feature writing, Gerardo Osorio, 5th. Infographic, John Paul Sanchez, 2nd. Jacqueline Contreras, 6th. In-depth newspaper coverage, 3rd for our series on cancer, Gerardo Osorio, Brooklyn Weddle, Jasmine Stinson, Brittany Cervantes, and Jade Teutsch. 4th for our series on immigration, Brittany Cervantes, Gerardo Osorio, Tessa Wallace, Hannah Lutz, Carla Anguiano, Jasmine Stinson. And 6th for our series on poverty, Hannah Lutz, Tessa Wallace, Brittany Cervantes, Jasmine Stinson, Gerardo Osorio, and Kaylee Johnson. News feature photography, 7th, Manny Barragan. Broadcast news, 7th, Jose Savario and Gerardo Osorio. Broadcast sports, 8th, Micah Linke and Jamie Pierce. Broadcast feature, our state Class B champion, Jalen Kyle and Gabby Kreinert. 2nd, Trey Bruce and Abby Bell. And 3rd, Abby Bell. And finally, PSA. 3rd place, Abby Bell and Anna Mays. And 5th place, Gerardo Osorio and Trey Bruce. I cannot be more proud of these students. Way to go, journalism! I now challenge returning staff members to keep our strong tradition of digging for a story and information alive. Please, never back away from a story, even if others don't agree with your position. It is your job to take a stand, to use your voice, and to make a difference in your school. I believe the future is in good hands. This year's Journalism Award winners are leaders in their respective categories. Others in class use them as role models and have learned much from their guidance. Congratulations to Jade Teutsch for journalism layout, Jasmine Stinson and Brittany Cervantes for writing and social media production. Woo-hoo! When COVID took us away from school, I challenged my journalism students to hone a craft or to develop a new skill. And if you want to read any of their stories, go on the school's website, Activities, Journalism, and you can read everything they've created since COVID-19. I couldn't ask them to do something I wasn't also willing to do. So Gerardo, thank you for the idea. And now Mrs. Klitz will present the speech awards.
There were many great students to choose from this year for my class awards. It truly was a difficult decision. The student I chose to represent Speech 1 not only earned a very high grade, but she also set an example for other students with her enthusiasm and positive attitude. I especially appreciate the way this student was willing to quietly help others whenever they needed it. Congratulations to this top student in Speech 1, Nancy Lamus. Advanced speech was also very competitive this year, and there were many students who did an outstanding job. One student, however, spent more time than the others reading, studying, and preparing. She meticulously wrote her speeches and practiced them until they were about as good as they could get. This student worked toward and achieved near perfection. The top advanced speech student goes to Brooklyn Weddle. Congratulations. Next are the Speech Team Awards. We had 15 participants this season, and I am especially excited about the number of underclassmen that we had. Our future is bright. These young students have a lot to offer. Speaking of the underclassmen, I would like to give an Outstanding Novice Award to the team member who showed the most dedication and had most success for her first year competing. This award goes to Logan Consbrook. Logan did her persuasive speech over farm safety, a topic about which she had much passion. She medaled at many JV and varsity competitions. Next, I would like to recognize the two senior team members, whom we will miss very much. I am so sad that our season ended short of the high point. We never got to find out if we would reach our goal of qualifying for state. But in my mind, you both deserve to. Our first senior, Abby Bell, competed in poetry, OID, and persuasive speaking over the years. But poetry was the event where she really stood out. Abby, we will miss your smile and team spirit. Peyton Schiller, our second senior, competed in serious prose and was the East Husker champion in that event this year. She kept getting better and better every time she presented this season. Just when I thought that she had done all she could do, she would surprise me and be even stronger the next time. Peyton, we will miss your poise and natural ability to turn a piece into something dramatic and unforgettable. We wish both of you the very best of luck. My last award is the most valuable speech team member. We had many quality members this year. However, this person stood out. This one pushed herself harder than anyone else. She was the East Husker Conference champion in both duet acting and humorous prose, and received many other awards throughout the season. Most valuable speech team member goes to Brooklyn Weddle. Congratulations. I'm so excited to see what all of you can do next year. And again, we wish our seniors well. Next up is Miss Umland with the Choir Awards.
Hello everybody. So we are going to do our choir awards for this year. It's a little unfortunate that we didn't get to go completely through the entire year. The seniors, you worked so hard on those show choir routines and on the district music contest music, and then you didn't get to go and perform those. But sometimes, things happen, and we just have to go with what we are given. So for this year's awards, let's go ahead and start with the most outstanding freshman. We had 3 really great freshmen this year. All 3 of them, came in. They didn't know what to expect. They were kind of the underdogs of our group, and all 3 of them tried to really step up and be great leaders, and work really well with their vocal parts. This year's freshman award is going to go to someone who came in and they were excited about the program. They wanted to see what new directions our program was going to take. They were a great leader. They were willing to try different suggestions. they were willing to switch parts even. They were willing to do multiple things, kind of whatever I asked them to do. They were like, yes, I'm gonna do that and I wanna try it. They were just willing to try anything. So this year our freshman outstanding award is gonna go to Caitlin Warmers. Thank you, Caitlin, for a fantastic year, and keep up the good work. We look forward to singing with you next year. Our sophomore outstanding award is gonna go to a young lady who, she came in, this was her first year there. She didn't really know what to expect. I think she kind of got drugged into there by her sister. But she was so willing to try different things. She was so willing to step up. She wanted to be a leader. She auditioned for solos. She went to honor choirs, and really played a great leadership part. So Deanna Cervantes, congratulations. You will be our outstanding sophomore for the year. Our outstanding junior. So there were multiple juniors in choir, and all of them very talented, all of them willing to step up and be leaders. Just all of them really looking for that leadership role. But this year's award is going to go to someone who was a little quieter. She was willing to help others. She was always willing to ask questions. She really wanted to improve vocally, and kind of break out of her shell a little bit. And for that, I was very proud. She did come out of her shell really well, and she did a fantastic job. Even though sometimes you could tell it really was outside of her comfort zone. She did a great job of branching out of that. So this year's award is going to go to Brittany Pena. And then we have our outstanding senior award. And we had 3 really great seniors this year. We had Aisha Montenegro, Brittany Cervantes, and Kaylee Pena. And we will miss them greatly. They were so great to jump in and help out. They were willing to try new things. I know we were working on some district music solos for them. And again, unfortunate that couldn't happen. But we wish you 3 luck in wherever you may find yourselves, and hopefully you continue experimenting with music and growing musically. Never be afraid to sing or play an instrument. Our outstanding senior award is going to go to a young lady who was excellent in that leadership role. She was never afraid to stand up and say, hey guys, we need to get things going, we need to focus. She was great about helping others out. She asked questions when she needed help. She wasn't afraid to step up and say, hey, I need help on this part, and I think others will need help on that part too. She was versatile in whatever role she had. I think she went from a soprano to an alto to like a low alto tenor part. And she was excited to try everything, honor choir, solos, you name it, she did it. So our outstanding senior award this year is going to go to Brittany Cervantes. Let's move on to our overall outstanding award. So the overall outstanding award, was looking for someone who kind of went above and beyond what I asked in the general classroom. They were great about promoting the choir program and the changes that we're making to increase our musicality and to really create a group that we can be proud of. She was great about auditioning for everything and anything, solos, honor choirs. She just wanted to try it all and experience everything. She was great about being a leader, not only for her section, but for other sections. She played the keyboard for them a couple times when we were doing sectionals. She is a section leader. And then she just encouraged everyone and created a great environment where people could feel welcome to be who they are and to express themselves musically, which can be a very difficult thing. So this year's overall outstanding award is going to go to Anna Mays. And lastly, we have the Most Improved Award. So the Most Improved Award is an award where I am looking for someone who has not only improved vocally and musically, but also someone that has kind of come out a little bit and expanded their horizons. They've spread out of their box a little bit. So this year's award is going to go to a young lady who, even though this was her first year in high school choir, she wanted to improve so much. She would audition for something and ask, what can I do next time to get better? She wanted to practice and get better at her musicality. She was willing to switch voice parts to assist another section when they needed help. So not only did she step up and become a leader, she was also working on stepping out of her comfort zone and becoming more of a performer, and not just learning notes. She was learning character as well. So that is fantastic. This year's Most Improved Award is going to go to Caitlin Wormers. So congratulations on that improvement. We do not have any musical awards to give out this year. Unfortunately, we just didn't get to that. But we do need to say, thank you for all of you students who put in all of that time and all of that extra work. It does take a lot of dedication to put on a show like that. And so we just want to, kind of recognize those students that stepped up and went out for the musical this year. It's unfortunate that it didn't happen, but sometimes we just have to roll with what we're given. Hopefully next year we'll get a great show out. But again, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Those are all the awards I have on my list. So thank you everyone that participated in choir and has been super patient as our program has continued to grow and expand and experiment with different genres and different styles. And I hope we continue to do that in the future. So thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Umland. I would like to take this opportunity to thank my band students for a fun and memorable year. I miss you all terribly. I would also like to take this time to recognize and honor my senior band students that have been with me from my first day at West Point. It has been a joy watching you develop into musicians and individuals. And I thank you so much for your commitment to band over the last 8 years. I'm going to miss you terribly. At this time, I would also like to recognize some individuals that were selected for honor bands throughout the school year. We had 21 students in the high school band that were accepted into the East Husker Conference Honor Band, and that is an audition process, and they were selected. They participated in February. The students that were involved in the honor band are Abby Bell, Allie Bell, Marina Carvajal, Devin Chambliss, Tanner Koppel, Brianna Dixon, Jacob Dixon, Riley Heller, Cody Hiddle, Kaylee Johnson, Jordan Leland, Madison Mendel, Anna Mays, Emily Montenegro, Molly Nilsson, Gerardo Osorio, Zach Posh, Anderson Rodriguez, Kaylee Raber, Chase Sherwood, and Jade Toitz. I would also like to give a special congratulations to the 12 high school band students that were selected into the Elite Class B All-State. Unfortunately, they were unable to participate in it this year due to the closing of school, but the achievement was really commendable. We had Emily Montenegro and Jordan Leland on flute, Allie Bell, Jade Toitz, Marina Carvajal, Riley Heller and Kaylee Johnson on clarinet, Abby Bell on alto saxophone, Gerardo Osorio on tenor saxophone, Chase Sherwood on trumpet, Jacob Dixon on trombone, and Zach Posh on baritone. So big congratulations to those students. I'd also like to mention that Gerardo Osorio was also selected into the very elite Bach Festival at UNO, and he participated in that in January. At this time, I will announce my individual awards. It's hard to only pick one or two people, as I've got so many that stand out. Outstanding freshman this year is awarded to Molly Nelson. Outstanding sophomores are awarded to Allie Bell and Chase Sherwood. Outstanding juniors, Gerardo Osorio, Emily Montenegro, Jade Teutsch, and Kaylee Johnson. Outstanding seniors, Tanner Koppel and Jordan Leland. The Semper Fidelis Award is sponsored by the Marine Corps and honors diligence, dedication, and musical excellence as a performer. The 2020 recipient is Marina Carvajal. Congratulations. The highest band award is the prestigious John Philip Sousa Award. This award goes to the top senior band student and recognizes superior musicianship, performance, and dedication. I am honored to give this award to Abby Bell. Thank you so much. I will turn this over now to Mrs. Schneider, who will present the Spanish awards. Thank you.
Good evening, students, parents, and staff. I will be announcing the recipients of the Spanish Awards. Outstanding students in Spanish 1 are Jalen Kyle, Molly Nielsen, Madison Mandel, and Aiden Hughes. Spanish 2 outstanding students are Riley Heller, Allie Bell, Kaylee Reber, and Owen Fox. Outstanding students in Spanish 3 are Brooklyn Weddle and Jade Teutsch. Lastly, Spanish 4 outstanding students are Abby Dale and Gabby Kriener. Congratulations, students. Up next is Mrs. Wolf with the Family and Consumer Science Awards. The following students in Family and Consumer Science courses have demonstrated a great deal of leadership, hard work, knowledge, and skill. The sophomore receiving an award for parenting and basic nutrition is Anderson Pascual Rodriguez. The junior receiving an award for parenting is Addison Wadachowski. The senior receiving an award for beginning clothing is Cassidy Brainerd. And the final senior receiving an award for beginning clothing and parenting is Gabby Kreinert. Congratulations on your hard work. Up next will be Mr. Doggett.
Hello, Mr. Doggett here. I'm here to present your PE awards. This year, our award winners were, for PE 1, Alex Montenegro and Molly Wynn. For PE 2, Kaylee Pena and David Garcia. Our Conditioning for Life award winners were Cassidy Brainerd and Corbin Hardenbrook. And our weightlifting award winners were Sydney Swanson, Jamie Pierce, Gavin Volker, and Jesus Ramirez. Congratulations to all of you. We would like to wish you the best of luck as you move forward through this summer. We're hoping that we get to see you guys a lot this summer. Time will tell. Up next with the business awards, we'll have Mr. Kyle and Mr. Shear.
Hello everyone, I'm Mr. Kyle and I'm going to give out the business awards for Mr. Shears and my classes. The outstanding Introduction to Business students were Jalen Kyle and William Robertson. The outstanding Sports and Entertainment Marketing student was Manuel Barragon. The outstanding Personal Finance student was Cassidy Brainerd. The outstanding Accounting 1 students were John Paul Sanchez and Sydney Swanson. The outstanding Computer 1 students were Ashlyn Bell, Jalen Kyle, Molly Nielsen, and Grayson Meyer. The outstanding Computer 2 students were Allie Bell and Anthony Harrington. The outstanding Publication students were Gabrielle Kreinert and Ariana Wisniewski. The outstanding Digital Media students were Josmar Dominguez and Brendan Keister. The outstanding business student was Abby Bell, and the outstanding programming student was Matthew Albers. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, I am Mr. Anderson. I teach industrial tech or skilled trades at West Point Beamer. I will be announcing the 2019-20 award winners. We will start off with Introduction to the Built Environment. This is our beginning high school class. We cover a variety of topics, including woodworking, drafting, and construction. These students also got a chance to use the laser engraver this year as well. Our award winner this year for Intro to the Built Environment is Isaac Martinez. Isaac is a very good student that picks up on new concepts quickly and easily. Congratulations, Isaac. Our second award will come from our drafting classes. We use computer-aided drafting or drawing in high school. The two programs we use are SketchUp and AutoCAD. AutoCAD is the industry standard for drafting, so our students are getting some experience using programs that are used by engineers, architects, and draftspeople. This year's award winner is Riley Wolf. Riley's attention to detail and understanding of how things are built help him become a very good drafting student. Congratulations, Riley. Our third award will come from our Introduction to Construction class. With the school year changing for quarter 3 and 4, we didn't get to complete some of the construction projects we were hoping for. This year's award winner did have a chance to show his skills with some of the smaller projects we did complete. Vladimir Najera Posada is our award winner this year. If I was working on a construction project this summer, Vladimir would be one of the first students I would ask to help. Congratulations, Vladimir. Our last award is for our cabinet making class. We incorporated some new tools and machines this year to enable us to make some very nice cabinets with professional doors and drawers. Our award winner for this year's project chose a project that utilized these new machines and skills. His attention to detail shows in his project and will be in use for many years. This year's award winner is Jacob Reimers. Congratulations, Jacob. Next up is Mr. Schroeder with the FFA and Ag Awards.
Thank you, Mr. Anderson. This is Mr. Schroeder with the Ag Awards. For our outstanding student in Ag Ed 1, and we had a large group of Ag Ed 1 students, but our top students in there are Miranda Brock and Logan Consbrook. For our outstanding agronomy students, we have Levi Schiller and Emily Oligmuller. For outstanding Ag business student, we have Peyton Schiller. And just a note, Peyton was also selected as a state star finalist in the FFA, and I know we didn't get to have our convention this year, but Peyton was among the top 24 FFA members in the state who would have been on the stage at the end of the convention. Our Outstanding Animal Science Award goes to Animal Science 1 goes to Keegan Doggett and Samantha Chapman. Our Outstanding Animal Science 2 goes to Rachel Groth and James Hansen. And our Outstanding Natural Resource students were Ty Kalp and Zach Posh. That's what we have for Ag Awards. Now Mrs. Wolf is up next with the FCS Awards.
And thank you, Mr. Schroeder. I'm passing the microphone. Well, in this day and age, I guess it's a mouse instead of a microphone. But my name is Mr. Sherwood, and I'm here with the Future Problem Solving Awards. We had 3 future problem solving teams this year. We had one intermediate team made up of Molly Nielsen, Molly Wynn, Miranda Brock, and Rachel Mays. We had our old senior team, Abby Bell, Anna Mays, Gerardo Osorio, Zach Posh, and Riley Penrose. And we had our new senior team, Allie Bell, Sage Misery, Jordan Hoffman, and Chase Sherwood. Those 3 teams competed in the Future Problem Solving program this year. They worked on 3 different problems. The first one was on international travel, how we could make it so people could travel easier to many more places. Sleep patterns, how they could more effectively sleep and get better use of their daytime waking hours. And gamification was the state qualifying problem, turning almost everything into games as to try to increase productivity and I guess make life more fun. I don't know. Anyway, on the third problem, we had one team qualify for state, and that was our new senior team, Allie and Sage and Jordan and Chase. And then the virus hit, and we found out just 4 days before it was due that we could submit online by doing a Google Doc where they shared and Zooming between each other so they could collaborate. And so we got together via Zoom and we started to work, and it crashed. And they started to work some more, and it crashed. And they started to work a third time, and it crashed. And true to their name, these problem solvers then opened up their iPhones and did a FaceTime through the iPhone, and it crashed. And at that point, they'd had enough. And so they weren't able to complete their final problem for state. But I'm really proud of them because they did really well, and they hung in there and they tried really hard. So that is our future problem solving program this year. And to qualify for state, you had to be in the top 12 of the state to make it. And so we're real proud of that new senior team. They've worked together as intermediate teams for the last 3 years, and to finally achieve a state berth was really great. And of course, they want to hang together and do it again next year. So with that said, that's our future problem solving program. And I'm supposed to pass the microphone on to, me. I got to pass it on to me for doing the science awards. Okay, so passing the microphone on to me for doing the science awards. Let's see what it says. For outstanding physical science, Ashlyn Kropp and Emily Tell. For the outstanding biology students, Molly Nielsen and Jalen Kyle. Outstanding chemistry students, Anderson Pascal, Riley Heller, Katie Rainforth, and Reese Snodgrass. Our outstanding outstanding physics student is Brooklyn Weddle. The outstanding anatomy and physiology students, Jennifer Navarrete, Jamie Pierce, and Paige Learman. Outstanding advanced biology student, Jesus Ramirez. Outstanding integrated science student is Scott Kingbaum. And for the fundamentals of science, Brittany Pena. So those are the science awards. Congratulations to all those people doing such wonderful work throughout the year. And let's see, I guess I'm supposed to now pass the microphone on to Mrs. Weekman, who's going to do the One Act Awards. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I'd like to announce about One Act. We did the Haunted Carousel this year, and it was kind of unique because we had a lot of moving parts. We actually had a real carousel that went round and around, and that was kind of fun. It created its own problems and challenges, but we met them head on. So we did pretty well this season. We got third place in conference. That was probably the highlight of our season. Then we kind of went a little bit downhill from there. We had a lot of obstacles to cross. We had some ineligibility issues that we had to deal with, and that's always a challenge. But I'm really proud of the kids in the season that we had, and I'm looking forward already to next year. We have a lot of returners, and that'll be great. So our One Act letter winners are Ashlyn Bell, Logan Consbrook, Brianna Dixon, Molly Nielsen, Claire Posh, Molly Wynn, Riley Heller, Cody Allen, Caitlin Farrer, Diana Cervantes, Brooklyn Weddle, John Paul Sanchez, Anna Mays, Gerardo Osorio, Sydney Swanson, Julia Goulet, Reese Snodgrass, Trevor Francis, Gabby Kreenert, Jamie Pierce, Trevor Renner, Abby Bell, Madison Mandel, Peyton Schiller, Riley Penrose, Brittany Cervantes, and Noah Peasley. And those that actually participated but maybe did not actually win a letter because of some issues with attendance or issues with mostly was letting us know when they were going to be absent, but they still participated, and they get a one act participation award are Chase Sherwood, Natalie Medina, David Gatzmeyer, Jose Silverio, Jenny Navarrete, Marianne Bruni, Michelle Quinones, Anthony Rivas, and Jose Silverio. Our special awards that we picked out this year go to number one, our most valuable actress. This person actually received an award at every competition that we were in and was the main character in our play, and that goes to Brooklyn Weddle. And she did an amazing job. Most valuable supporting actress is Madison Mandel. Most valuable actor, Gerardo Osorio. Most valuable supporting actor goes to Riley Penrose. And then we go to the outstanding class members of each year. Outstanding freshman is Brianna Dixon. Outstanding sophomore, Trevor Renner. Outstanding junior, and this goes to someone who stepped up and filled in a position. This person wanted to be in the crew, and when we had someone that wasn't able to participate, we begged him, and he took on the role and did a very fine job, and that goes to John Paul Sanchez. Outstanding senior, Abby Bell. The most valuable behind the scenes has to go to Jamie Pierce. She designed, she created, and she ran our whole crew, and she was miraculous, and we thank her very much, and we're going to really miss her. Outstanding team player, Brittany Cervantes. The rookie award actually goes to a senior who was their first year in one act. We wish she would have been in all 4 years because she was very instrumental in helping us with everything, and she was on the crew and just kept Mrs. Redmond and Mr. Norton and I organized and helped us with a lot of things, and that is Gabby Kreenert. Our creativity award goes to Cody Allen. Cody designed a lot of our costumes and helped us with a lot of things behind the scene that way. And then our last award, we call the Bold, the Brave, and the Fearless, goes to someone, again, who stepped in and took a part and ended up being one of the main characters as well, and that goes to Logan Consbrook. Congratulations to everyone. Up next will be Mr. Weddle with the top 10% of class awards. Thank you.
Once again, we'd like to thank everyone for tuning in today. Congratulate all of our students on the awards that they've received. What a great job. I have a few more things that I'd like to cover before we say goodbye. First of all is our honor roll. We have 3 different honor rolls at West Point Beamer High School. We have a principal's honor roll, an honor roll, and an honorable mention honor roll. And on those honor rolls, we had 151 students. Our honorable mention honor roll starts at 87 and goes to 89.99. We had 43 students on the honorable mention honor roll. We had 61 students on our honor roll, which is scoring between a 90 and a 93.99. And then we had 47 students that achieved our highest honor roll during first semester, and that was a 94 to a 100. Congratulations, students. Thank you for all that you do to continue to push yourself academically. We like to see those high numbers and know that great things are going to happen down the road for you as you continue to work in your studies. And the last awards that I have are our top 10% for each class. We like to kind of announce those. These are students that we have a lot of great students in class, but they just push themselves a little bit harder to reach that very top in each class. We have currently in our high school I would say on average about 70 students per class. It varies a little bit, so you'll see in each class that number might be 1 or 2 different. Our top 10% awards for the senior class go to Abby Bell, Marina Carvajal, Brittany Cervantes, Tanner Koppel, Corbin Hardenbrook, Gabby Kreinert, and Jamie Pierce. Our top 10% for the junior class is Anna Mays, Brandon Menzel, Gerardo Osorio, Zachary Posh, John Paul Sanchez, Brooklyn Weddle, and Zach Vandergren. Our sophomores, we have Trevor Francis, Lauren Hagedorn, Nancy Lemos, Madison Mandel, Mayam Medina, Sage Misery, Anderson Pasquale, and Katie Rainforth. And our top 10% for the freshmen, we have Ashlyn Bell, Miranda Brott, Katie Groth, Emily Hoffman, Jax Jacobson, Jalen Kyle, Grayson Meyer, and Molly Nielsen. Congratulations to all of our top 10 recipients. Once again, we thank you for tuning in today. We hope everyone stays safe at home, and we hope that we could see you all together soon. Take care and have a great day from West Point Beamer High School.